Good evening. Welcome to my garden, Lilac Hill. I thought I would take a second from watering to show the garden this evening. I have been trying to water with the rainwater, but sometimes I just give everything a good watering from the hose, but not that often. Mainly it's rainwater. There's just some really nice plants out right now that are blooming that I thought I would share. And the birds are singing and people are driving like mad down to the lake. So as I approach here, you can see this beautiful coral poppy. It's just closing for the night. And this one is called Mrs. Perry. And I think the coral, the big spirea, and the artichoke just look really nice together. It's a nice picture. And even the allium seed heads sort of add a little punctuation. Let's come around this side. This poppy, which also is just starting to close. I guess they close with the evening when the sun starts to go down, is the Royal Wedding. And it's set against the Campanula Cerastro. And Cerastro is one of my oldest plants. I've had that Cerastro Campanula for years. I don't even know when I bought it exactly. I don't even know if it can even be purchased anymore. I did try to buy it in the early spring, but the garden centers in March when we were in the city didn't have their summer perennials out yet. So we might try again in June. We're going in a few weeks down, so we might be able to go to a garden center and see if I can find that one, because I would like another one just as a backup. There's lots in here. Calendula, the coneflower, I guess that's a cornflower. The big Shastas, these are two slightly different Shastas, but they go to about 6 feet when they get going. And borage and wallflower. I did these boards from seed, so I'm quite proud of that, and the bees have really been enjoying them. Oh, move my camera. Over here, I've been trying to figure out how to use my patio. And one thing I've decided on is this is a really good spot to grow my tomatoes in pots, because these pots were bought specifically for the patio because of the nice gold and copper swirl. They're plastic, but they're easily moved, but I don't have really good drain trays, so I've just got this assortment of scrappy bits to keep the water off the patio. And these are all tomato, the beefsteak and Roma, and there's a few peas in with the fall, no, this is a fall aster, but probably not the best combo. Anyways, live and learn. All right, I'm just gonna stand back here and pan around. I'm growing some very unusual seedlings in the glass house that I want to share tonight. They're kind of just a fun thing. My friend gave me the seeds and said, here, try these, because I like to do seeds. I like to see what the leaves look like when they emerge. Isn't that nice? And a rogue foxglove. I just want to share some in substance, of course. It's really showy right now. All the hostas are showy, but that one in particular is at its height right now. I just gave everybody a good soaking, and I'm really looking forward to putting the compost in these boxes and bringing the soil level right up to the top of the boxes in the fall. It's time. I've been gardening here now for 8 years, but the first year doesn't really count because we had to spend that time clearing the land of all the rocks and putting them, and then we got the Gambian baskets and put the rocks in there. So Clematis Will Goodwin, a bit of a weird thing with this clematis. It always seems to have a curled petal. Not sure why. I'll show the other side. I think the other side is open. Maybe not enough sun. It's a strange clematis, but that's okay. And this one is Pink Fantasy. That's really pretty. Nice intense colors there. And Valide de Leon runs along the top and joins Haku Ukan. So this is just a nice area that I can just enjoy and take a breather. The heucheras are really big. There's some in substance holding court in the back. Can't really walk around it now, but it goes to about 7 feet. Doesn't really do it justice on the film, but it is a really big hosta. It's in a nice ceramic pot. I give it compost every spring. Look at the size of this leaf compared to my hand. Yes, I know. Yes, thank you. Thank you, appreciate you. I do, yes. Oh, the energy you get off of plants, just being in their presence is quite intense, I think. And we won't forget this one. This is Patriot, and everyone knows now, if they've watched my videos, that this one is from Jack Wallison in Chilliwack. I don't know the variety, so I call it by the person's name that gave it to me. And this is Celine, and Celine is probably about as old as the plant, the Campanula cerastro, and Celine has been divided now 3 times. And there's another little Celine back in the corner, so it's been really a good hosta. And my Nancy Evans is finishing, but every stem was full of bloom. Ligularia back there, in a little bit more of a shady area, hydrangea, rose, prairie princess, and there's just such a variety. Phlox and geranium and Queen of the Prairie, that was from the plant sale. I think they're Philadelphia. I can't remember. I always have to look at this one. Anyways, oh, here's the ticket. Filipendula. So this Filipendula, and this one is called Red Umbrellas. And this one was $1 from the plant sale. So it's just in a little pot till I find out where it's gonna go. And the hosta, my new one, or this is hydrangea, my new hydrangea, Masjar, and it's gonna be a red, and it too is waiting for a spot. This is gonna be part of my new shrubbery I'm gonna build in the fall. I like to do all my garden beds and breaking ground and hard slog November, December, and January, because it's just too hard to do when it's hot right now. The sun's just gone down. Lots to see in here. Oh, that's my best garden implement ever. It's from Lee Valley. It put the post in the ground, and the reason it's clicking is it's motion activated. I attach the hose and it sprays 15 feet. Anything that moves in the night. And so far it's worked because I haven't had any deer damage on my plants in the last couple weeks. Yeah, there's a 9-bark over here that's really, really nice. Let this come around. Glass house looks good. And my little baby plants are in the glass house, so we'll end there in a few minutes. This is Center Glow. Isn't that beautiful? And look at the California lilac, Ceanosis. The bees are just starting to go into their hives for the night. So not as much activity as a few hours ago. Well, a little bit of activity. Okay, just another view. Echinops, my old rose, Chicago Peace. Got it off my driveway in Maple Ridge. This side still needs to be watered. Valerian, all my different types of daisies, smoke bush young lady, white phlox. Yeah, I even have a few lilies in here that the deer haven't gotten, but the ground is dry. I need to really get this nice and soaked with the hose. And I love Veronicastrum. That one is probably Lavender Towers. So it just is a really good transition from spring to the summer. I cut back all the Doronicum, I think it was called, the leopard's bane, so a bit of a hole. And look at the rhododendrons are still, purple seems to be the longest lasting one. And I've got a nice little sort of belt now of more hedgerow of the forsythia and the lilac and the little cedar, helping to create a bit of a green fence around the garden. I like the feeling of enclosure. I think just about anybody does. We went and visited a friend of a friend of a friend, also named Heather. My name is Heather, and she gave me this beautiful tufa pot. Yes, there's so many generous people in Powell River. It's so wonderful being in an area where everybody just wants to make everybody else happy, especially from a garden perspective. So now this one on this side, the Will Goodwin, doesn't have as much of curl on the petal. This is quite strange, I find, but that's okay. It's growing. This is a pot of perennial sweet peas. Yes, I know you're going to be going to work soon. You can hear it clicking. Every time motion, it wants to spray water. The 2 honeysuckles are looking fantastic. This one is Heinz from Heinz Hirchables. Just got splattered with a spit bug. And look at Ed. And I think if I came around on this side, I think Ed is going to be in bloom soon. Yeah. Oh, the spit bugs are annoying, dropping their water on everything. Again, there's a view of the poppies, and this bed has all been planted now. My summer bed worked really hard. I grew the zinnias State Fair from seed. I made a little planter of annuals just to bring the colors of the purple, the yellow, the orange. And look at this, has a nice bit of purple eye, the osteospermum. It picks up perfectly with the beautiful lavender. It's been a good year for the lavender, which is unusual. Lavender usually takes a while to get going. And of course the peonies are coming out. This is a Waterton mock orange. The scent should just be really noticeable in a little while because it likes to come out at night. Moonshine yarrow. So just really nice and bed. Another veronicum. I have 4 veronicastrums in there in the garden. They are just the best for me. Deer don't touch them. They get nice and big and the bees love them. This is my new poppy called Fruit Punch. Isn't that a cool poppy? Opened red, went to orange, and I've still got one more bloom. And of course the peonies looking incredible. I'll probably do a peony video just to show which ones I've got, but Kansas. Yeah, my white one from my mom. Down here is my baby Cosmos and the State Fair. Zinnias all through the front. Tithonia, white Cosmos in here. And this is my summer display. This will be Cosmos and Poppy, Lavatera, and more zinnias. I've got Cinderella and Queenie Lime Blotch to try. And this is about other side of the glasshouse with the Ceanosis. The lilacs done. Oh well, you were beautiful. And my poppy, or peony, coral sunset. I wanted to capture this too before it finished because it is just about done blooming. Interesting little bugs on there, but that's all right. And a new campanula. I can't remember its name. I don't think I even put a ticket in it. Yeah, I like this bed too. Oh, this was my poppy from Kathy. My friend Kathy gave all of us neighbors poppies. And look at that. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. And a little bit of dianthus in here. And this is the peony from Gina, another friend. So Kathy's poppy and Gina's peony. I think it just is really lovely. Yeah, it's nice out. Except for the motorcycles roaring down to the lake, but Guess people enjoy what they enjoy. That's a nice picture with my potting shed in the background and my glass house. So let's end with my surprise seedlings. So in British Columbia, we can grow legally 3 marijuana plants, cannabis, but we have to keep them away from the road and of course away from children. So the last of my seedlings in here, I still have a few things, but I do have some cannabis seeds from my friend. And he grows it to make CBD oil to help with his different health issues. So I'm not really into it for any of the medicinal purposes. I'm into it because I think the seeds are beautiful and the plants are really beautiful. So I'll get to them in a second, but I do have a few things in here that are just still hanging on. And Tithonia, this all needs to come out now. It's a bit too hot in here during the day, even with the windows. And I tried some beets, but it might be better just to get the beets from the market now. And look, here they are. And they've just started emerging today. So my friend said that his cross was birthday cake with ice cream cake. So I jokingly named these Cupcake. And yes, they are little marijuana seedlings. And if anybody's ever seen a marijuana plant, it's absolutely the most beautifully architectural leaf ever. And that's what I'm growing mine for, is the leaf. I grew some Rose of Sharon. Good grief, all 6 seeds bloomed. I have 6 Roses of Sharon, Blushing Bride. Oh, everything needs watered. A few more of the zinnias. And these might also be Blushing Bride. But everything looks really good. Oh, I have one more thing to share. Sorry if the video is starting to run on, but I do have a volunteer I want to share. So I shared Cupcake. We'll see if anything happens with them. They'll go in the hosta enclosure if they turn into actual plants, and they are annuals, so it's just a novelty. It's kind of goofy. I just want to see if I can get that beautiful leaf. And they are legal in Canada. Our marijuana consumption is 100% legal for people to partake, but I don't, and I don't know many people that do. Look at the dahlias. Something's eating this one though, and I can't find it. It's very annoying. It's only one really being eaten. Must be a moth of some type. But I want to end. I'm going to go over here. Oh, look at all the roses. Huh. Oh, I have so many roses. Blue Girl. Finishing. They go over so fast in the heat. Lambert Close, a lovely pink. Moored and Centennial, again going over quite quickly with the heat. And Luminary Ultraviolet Phlox. I thought about taking that down, but until it sort of looks like it's suffering in its pot, I'm leaving it. And this was gorgeous a few days ago, but it's going over. It's the Abraham Darby. But if I come over here and just make my way to my volunteer, this is a volunteer pot of whatever wanted to grow in the pot, and something decided to grow, which was a poppy. I did not plant this poppy, and look at it, my volunteer poppy. So thank you for watching on this lovely late spring evening.